All right, and here we are with EXO Academy, session number 3 with Piran and Dieminion. Last 2 weeks, we mostly covered execution, basic execution, combos, specific Oki setups. Oki, if you guys do not know, are setups on the opponent's wake up. I think today we're gonna do a little bit of execution for the first part, but then I want to try something different this week. Excuse me if I sound a little bit like I have something in my mouth. I'm like chewing on mints right now. So, but I also want to cover some certain character matchup specific things that Ed has exclusively versus some characters.
Cool.
So with that being said, I am going to start the lobby. And it's funny because I was thinking about doing this before, but you know, there's no online training mode.
Right.
So we can't keep going back to character select and like re choosing the characters and stuff. That would have been good if there wasn't online training mode, but it's such a hassle. It'll be such a hassle.
I know. Come on, Capcom. This is our campaign to get online training mode.
Yeah. Hopefully they get it before the game ends.
Oh, yeah.
Let me start this lobby.
Great.
Your CFN is Fuhajin, right? With 2 U's?
Yep.
It's funny you said you were eating like McNuggets. I was actually eating boneless fried wings.
I was like, I am in a fried chicken mood. I got fried chicken and honey. I had a little bit left over, so I was like, I gotta eat this before we start.
Fuhajin.
Yeah, I was gonna say we are a little over a week away from final round, so we're getting pretty close.
Yes, we are. I just sent the invites.
Got it.
So you should be getting it. Got it. A little over a week, right? A little over a week.
I leave next Thursday.
Next Thursday. All right. So we're definitely gonna have that session on the Wednesday, right before you go, so it can be fresh, and you'll be, you know, more on your A game.
Awesome.
The event, so.
Actually, I guess I should ask, since we, you know, for anybody who's listening, but what do you usually train as much as you can leading up to that event? Like the night before, the day before, days leading up? You know, what kind of things do you think about?
What I usually do is go to the local the day before I have to fly out to an event. So that's kind of like my practice for the event. And then when I get to the event, I just have like practice games against certain players. So yeah, that's like basically the procedure. So that's why that's basically similar to what we're gonna do. Instead of like, I guess a 3-hour training session is gonna substitute for like you going to like any event to practice for before you got to take the flight. So. All right. So what I want to see right now is the crouching medium kick into flicker. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
1.
Okay.
Ah! I'm so nervous when I'm with you. Why? All right.
That was 7 out of 10 though. That was good. So basically,
anyway,
yeah, I just want quickly before we get into the matchup thing, just go over a brief a brief quickie of the stuff that we discussed or went over the last 2 weeks. So so now do the charge V skill combo, charge V skill into jump medium punch into down V skill.
Oh.
Okay. The reason why I'm doing this now for our first thing is because is basically like when you get into a serious mood to try to see if you can get it on the fly. At first. So that's basically what we're doing right now.
Okay, cool.
You had it. A few more times. I'm gonna jump on the other side.
Okay.
It's important to practice both sides. You had it.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah!
You're getting it, though. You're getting it. Remember, week 1, you couldn't get it at one time. You got it already. You already got it like 3, 4 out of 5 times. So.
Yep, and I've actually been, when playing in some casual matches, I've been getting it, like, actually landing it in matches now. Just because, like, I took your advice and, you said just be confident where you're going in. Just, like, just imagine it's going to hit them. And then just be ready to, hold up on the stick. And it worked out.
That is correct. Always, you guys watching, when you're going for something, always have in your mind what you're going to be doing next when you go for something in the first place. And that is how you break things down.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier for you to connect.
Oh, well.
It's okay.
Now I'm going too early. Now I'm thinking about it too much.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, like when you're going for the charge V skill, even if they block, then you're +3, and if they get hit, then you're already gonna go for the jump medium punch.
Right.
So that's just the way to break it down. Other than that, the meter thing. This is why we need that online training mode.
The grueling part of online training.
In the flesh.
Oops.
Now, before we get into the matchup part, we're gonna do before you even go into the uppercut, let's just see if you can get the first part down, which is standing light punch. Crouching light kick, standing light punch. Okay.
Up. Oops.
Okay. Okay. Are you serious? I'm matching that hard. All right. Let me just test to see something. So you can crouch actually, and then stand for the second hit.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. Yeah. So. Yep. So yep, that's it right there. So like I said before, that's a frame trap also against characters that have crouching jabs. And also it's good for players that like to walk away from your strings.
Yeah, I think of all the things that I've been practicing with, that's probably the hardest one. Like, we kind of talked about how to sort of use it in the training room, but I think my confidence for that one is a little scary because I'm like, okay, this is like something new and like, for this season, and it's still something I'm not like familiar with. It's like very unfamiliar territory. Like, I like to catch people walking back, but I've never used this specific tool, so it's kind of like the one that I feel the shakiest about.
Got you. So I guess another good alternative, like if you're confident that you're gonna catch the opponent walking back,
Mm-hmm.
You can just do stand jab, crouching light kick, and then if you're confident that they're gonna be walking back, you can just do crouching medium kick anyway.
Okay.
And if they get hit, you can just one hit confirm into uppercut.
Okay.
Or you can do flicker to be safe.
Okay.
So we can just do that instead.
Oh.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah, we're still in range, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally trying to walk back
Mm-hmm.
after that sequence, and I'm still in range for the crouching medium kick. It looks like it's not gonna hit, but it does.
Yeah, that's actually.
And the flicker hits too, so that's a good alternative. It's just a good way to be safe if you don't want to go for the uppercut.
Yeah.
Reason number 38. The reason why you should learn flicker, people. The reason why you should learn it is because it's safe. It is safe. And now it's only 4 inputs, so there's more incentive to learn it. But yeah. Let me That's actually his max damage combo in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
If like after stun or whatever, if you want to go for the kill instead of the regular combo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can just do the
Okay.
That.
Okay. Okay, so.
Yep.
Late. Oh no! Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay. It's lagging a little bit, huh?
A little bit. Is it lagging for you a little bit too?
Slightly.
Yeah.
It's not. It's so I just tested something. It's not gonna work if they're jumping back. So if they're holding up back, it's not gonna work. But you know, like when the opponent retreats and takes that much space to retreat, is always good for you because they put themselves in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always a good thing. So if they're holding up back, is good for you. You don't get any damage, but you get space.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're walking back, you get to check them for free. So
Cool.
All right. Other than that, I guess in the round, and then we'll go into the first matchup. And I think for the first matchup, I'm gonna put Blanca.
Oh my god.
He's actually an unfamiliar one for Ed. There's still some stuff I'm learning in the matchup. I haven't played it in a while, but from playing some players, we have a Blanca player in New York.
Yeah.
And we also have Wolfgang come up from time to time, so I learned it from him.
I actually ran sets with him at one of Big Eric's majors.
How did that go?
It was actually okay. Like, you know, I still got bodied because he's got some crazy mix-ups, but...
Yeah, his tech is kind of pretty good.
Yeah, and he kind of talked to me about it. He's like, you know, Ed actually, he thinks that Ed doesn't do too badly because Ed has V reversal for Blanca Ball situations. But that's really, like, the only thing we really talked about. I didn't, like, dig deeper because at the time I was still kind of, like, getting adjusted to, you know... getting deeper into the game, so I didn't ask a ton of questions, but he did give me some advice about that, but that was like almost 8 months ago now.
Oh, okay. So some stuff that I learned. It's funny because like I don't know if Blanca players know this about Ed because I don't know what Blanca player plays Ed on a regular basis. There's some stuff I'm going to teach you right now, so.
Okay, cool. And it's kind of funny because Blanca's really nutty. I usually especially at my like skill level, if I'm playing like online or whatever, or if I'm like playing somebody who like casually uses Blanca, I like to do a lot of things like neutral jump. I try to pay attention to what he's doing in general, like be aware of the character because they tend to be all over the place. So.
Right. All right. Well. So when you see him like start doing stuff like this, you can literally just hold Psycho Knuckle.
Oh.
You get a free punish every time.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
that's
like,
not something I would never think of. Okay.
So like because Psycho Knuckle goes full screen basically. So like they can't stop right here.
Oop.
They can't stop right here. Well, I mean, well, look at the trade. The trade isn't your favorite if it does trade, but if it doesn't, you get a full screen. So they can't really use that like this part of the matchup like they could against other characters.
That's
other
crazy.
Other characters don't have moves that launch them full screen like that. So, I mean, they do, but it's not something that's like gonna stop them from doing it. They have like maybe like a fireball or like a one thing, but Ed has a move into a full combo.
Yeah.
So that's automatically gonna stop the Blanca player from just doing that.
Right.
Like if the Blanca player does that after they got hit by that, there's something wrong with the player. Like they have to once you prove to them that you can do that to them in that matchup, and they lost 40 or 45, they can't do that again. Because then they want to lose the matchup.
Right. That's so cool. Yeah, that's something I would have never thought of. Again, that's why like you coaching me has been so helpful. But like things like this, like I would have never thought to just use Psycho Knuckle in that situation because I just wouldn't think of that.
Also, if they go for this version, the one that goes for free, if you do Psycho Knuckle, you go flying past them.
Oh, yeah, and then it puts me in essentially a position where they're too far away to really do anything again. So,
Was that a punish?
No.
That's fine.
No. I'll try. We can try again. Okay.
Okay. See, look at that. And you
That's crazy.
So yeah, so that's just something I was learning when I was playing against a Blanca. I'm like, let me try this Psycho Knuckle because outside of Blanca players just flying around everywhere. So I'm like, you have to like stop them from doing it. So I was just like, Ed has this. It goes full screen or like almost full screen. Let me try it. And so then I just started finding out like the different layers and like why it works and stuff like that. So. Yeah, so that's number 1 in that matchup. The number 2 in that matchup is the Blanca Ball.
Okay. Yep.
So I think what you said, what Wolfgang was teaching you before was that exactly that's the free punish all the time.
Cool.
And that's light.
Oops.
That was on the light Blanca Ball.
Light. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
The light one is generally safe, but that was a punish. So they can't use this in the matchup at all. And the medium one leads them even closer, and then the heavy one leads them closer. So you don't even have to be reversed once they do that. You can just go for a regular punch.
I see. That's cool.
Yeah. So this matchup is literally basically a footsies matchup for Blanca. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it just makes the matchup more manageable once you teach them that they can't do this all day. Look, see? Yeah. Once you see him flip back, I mean, he can flip back like this. But I guess to fake you out, he can flip back like that, but like he's like losing space. So
yeah.
Like once you like, so like, you can kind of, yeah, you can tell the difference by the sound. Like if he makes the sound, it's not the roll.
Yeah.
If he flips back like that without making a sound, then it's the ball. So you know to go for the Psycho Knuckle once you don't hear anything. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, so those are the 2 things about that matchup.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, those are like the two things I figured out about this matchup.
I mean, and that's crazy because like those are two really big Blanca tools, and once you take those away, it kind of makes them like have to do. I don't really know how to describe it because those are the things you're always looking out for against Blanca. You know what I mean? So that's
yeah. Once you take these options out of his tool set, then he can't be regular Blanca anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to play the matchup straight up, which is like normals. And that's what you want as an app player. You always want the fair man-to-man square up boxing match. So
square up boxing match.
I'm going. See, like, why we can't just go to character select from here?
No.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I know. Online training mode. We need it. Yeah, so Blanca, like I said, like I played Wolfgang. Obviously got crushed because he's got some crazy set play and just crazy setups and mix-ups. But when I play it against regular, like just normal Blanca player and casuals, I don't have too much trouble. But those two things, like V-reversaling light Blanca ball was already something I was doing. But the Psycho Knuckle was something I'd never done. So now I'm going to try to take that, test it in the waters, and see how that goes. I haven't seen a lot of Blanca lately, though.
I mean, he's an unconventional character, and you're not gonna ever see a lot of Blanca. But the ones that do play him, they're gonna be trouble. So it's always good to know how to just shut that down because you might get caught off guard. Anybody can get caught off guard. So all right, now I'm gonna play this character.
Oh yeah. One of my original training partners, he actually did like a whole 365 days of Street Fighter V training, you know, like a road to Evo. He used Mika and Fong, and he used to body me like 10 games straight. It's not like that anymore though, but that's how it used to be.
So now what? What's more like 5-5?
No, it's me beating him 10 straight. So. He can't pick Fong on me just because of the way he plays Fong is very predictable, which I still have trouble with like other Fong players, but he's interesting. That's new.
Yeah, that's new. It's actually really, really good too because he can do it while jumping back. It's really right. All right, so in this matchup, Ed's Fireball is actually too good.
Too good?
It goes over this. It goes directly over. It doesn't clash.
Oh.
So yeah, so he still, even though he has this on the ground, he has to respect this. He has to use these. He has to use these a lot more in the matchup, but he can't really use this safely. And if he starts going for this, then you can like crouch a medium kick on reaction, and then go with uppercut for free. You can V skill is actually really, really good in this matchup because if you do it preemptively thinking he's gonna do this, you'll snatch him right out.
Oh, I see.
Yep, and you won't get hit by the ball.
Woo!
Because of the animation.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like if they just autopilot put the cloud and then do this, if you're at a certain range, you can just V skill all the time. Also, let me just if he does like his autopilot strings, so basically it's something like that. You can V reversal the attack before that and always punish him. So like I'm gonna do it for example.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna do like that. And yeah, just V reversal. So basically, just get your V skill.
See if I can build two. One more. Okay, so V reversal, the normal before he does the fire, like poison, right?
You can actually V reversal. You're V reversaling the normal, but you're still gonna be in block stun for the normal before he does the special move.
Okay.
It was like somewhere in between, but you'll see the move come out, but you're not reversing the move. You're reversing the normal before the move.
Okay.
So basically, like, I'm just gonna do like 1, 2. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, and I'm gonna do crouching medium punch into the special move.
Okay. Oh, I see now. It's.
See?
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. You get a free point.
Cool.
So they can't ever do that. I think that's the reason why they made Ed's V reversal unsafe, because it's not. They wanted to make it less of an escape tool or more of a counterattack tool.
Oh, cool. That's actually a really great way to think about it, because originally, like, you know, it was such a good tool for, like, Ed to use to get away. And then I was like, oh, man, like, everybody's like, oh, they nerfed his V-reversal. And I was like, well, I think there's something to be said about, like, now it makes you use V-reversal, again, as a counterattack, where you have to actually think about the times you use it. So,
yeah, it's not free, because it would be kind of, I'm not going to lie, it would be kind of dumb if he can just get away for free without getting punished.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it again. Oh, actually, you need to do it right.
One, two, one's good.
Yeah, I couldn't block that.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So I think there's some stuff you're gonna need to learn for like this, because I haven't even played Fang yet against Fang in this season. So there's probably some stuff that,
I can't reach you! Oh, wait.
Yeah, that looks like it might be good. Yeah.
Yeah!
So those are two things about the Fang matchup. Other than that, I mean, the other stuff is defensively, but like anybody can learn it, and we're just basically covering stuff that Ed specifically can do in matchups. So yeah, I guess you can just finish him. Finish him.
Finish him. Finish him.
The next matchup, I'm gonna put Guile.
No. Our worst enemy.
Yeah, especially season 3. I think it was harder to play versus him than season 2. Even though season 3, Ed was a more complete character, but it was still harder to fight against him.
It was crazy because, like, every time I talk to all my friends that play Guile, they're like, oh, you just have to open him up. Oh, you just have to walk up and, like, you just have to walk up and block. And I'm like, I can only walk up and block for so long until 99 seconds is gone. And he's chipped me away. Like... So there are definitely ways to go about it. I'm going to teach you that right now. Cool. Do you think Guile is still one of Ed's harder matchups in season 4? I don't really know, but I probably would say it's better for Ed now, for sure. Oh, extra spooky? So the one thing that I used to use in this matchup is basically V-reversing his boom, so make sure he doesn't autopilot another boom to get a punish. You might not have to do that now because there might be better ways to approach the matchup, but that's the strategy I used to use before when it was hard. So, yeah, if you just want to get your B meter once again. Should I get 2 since we have time? Yeah. All right. It's a good measure. Good measure. Okay. All right. So like basically, this is the range. This is the hard range right here. This range right here. The matchup is hard. Because like your jump-ins are not gonna connect if you jump, and that's not a threatening range for Ed at all to be at. Besides like charge V skill, which he can easily like jump and counter. Right. He's looking for you to try to
make your approach to get in, so it's easy for him to look for that.
Mm-hmm.
While he's like, throwing booms or whatever. So basically, this, if he goes for this,
Mm-hmm.
you can sweep that. You can sweep that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you can sweep that.
Oh!
So you can sweep that from that range.
What?
Yeah. And if he throws a boom and you sweep it, you get a crush counter.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
That. So that's not gonna really happen that much unless the Guile player is really like trying to keep you out. Like if he's greedy about keeping you out, he's probably gonna go for like the V skill boom. Well, you got the V trigger, and we didn't even use that part of the matchup.
It's okay. We got talking.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I was gonna show you. That part right there. I couldn't block, so that's like a guaranteed way to keep the Guile player from autopiloting booms, because the only way you can't really get in like that is if he autopilots booms. But if you can stop him from doing that, then it slows him down. It slows his keep away approach down, which gives you more leisure in the matchup. Cool. It gives you more breathing room. It gives you a way to like not always be blocking booms to try to walk in and get to him.
Right. And from what distance, like you said about, like this is the difficult distance for Ed, like being at this range. How far, what's the max possible distance that I can be away from the Guile player? Like let's, if they're autopiloting sonic booms, I guess I can build this in the meantime. Like...
So now, I don't know if you know, but his light sonic boom, all of the sonic booms have more recovery by 2 frames.
Yep.
And his light sonic boom travels faster. So that's the reason why I think the matchup might not be so bad. It was bad. It was really bad before because since it went so slow, the boom traveled to you slower. So it gave him more time to want to do something. Yeah. Well, he was able to do something earlier. But now since the sonic boom has 2 more frames of recovery, he can't do something like immediately like he could before.
Right.
So I would say the max range that you want to be at is maybe like right there.
Okay, so maybe a little closer than that.
Yeah, so like right there.
Okay.
Exactly. I couldn't block, and I think that's due to oh no, we're just going to the next game.
Yeah.
That was due to the 2 frames of extra recovery. Because before, even sometimes if you made the read, you would have to be so on point with the reversal that when you did go for it, you wouldn't get the hit anyway.
Got it.
So since he has more recovery on his booms, now you get to get that punish more often. It's a more sure way to play the matchup now.
Cool. Because like before, I felt like V reversal was scary to do against Guile because of like he could just do something immediately after if he was autopiloting booms, and it was like very scary. Now it seems like it's manageable.
Yeah, it's definitely better now. And I'm gonna do this again, and then I'm gonna show you the other part of the matchup.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So, yeah, like right here, I think it's the good part. Oh, see, yeah, you can. I think you can actually wait until you see him throw the next boom.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you can wait that long. All right, so I'm gonna do it.
Ooh.
All right, that's good. That's good that you didn't go for it because I didn't do the boom. So I was just trying to see if you were doing it on reaction. Yeah, that was on reaction. So yeah, you can wait for him to. You can wait to see if he throws a boom right when he's about to throw it. And since you're in blocking from the other boom, you can still be whistle.
Cool. So essentially, like, I shouldn't. Again, like, I have a tendency to be in a hurry when I start to panic, but I guess with Guile, since I'm, like, trying to be patient anyway, I have enough time to kind of, like, gauge to see if he's going to throw another sonic boom after the first. But if they're on autopilot, I mean, I'm kind of going, like, okay, this player's going to keep sonic booming me until I make them respect me, and then at that point I can start kind of paying attention to what they do. So, cool.
So now, you can just get meter.
No! Almost.
No, don't worry about it. Because you need critical art actually for this one. But right now we're gonna do the first part of it. But you can just get your meter. All right. So now the other part of the matchup is you can really make him pay if you don't have meter, V meter. So if he throws booms out of the input that you want to use to nullify the boom with spark is a fireball with medium punch.
Okay.
So yeah, one part of the matchup is actually trying to nullify booms with spark anyway. But every time you do it, you want to do a fireball motion anyway.
Okay.
Instead of 4 medium punch, you want to do a fireball motion.
Okay.
So if he's right here throwing booms and you want to guess that he's going to throw a boom and you want to nullify it with the spark, you can actually cancel the clash into your critical art.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so scary.
It's kind of it sounds intimidating, but you'll probably get it like on the first 3 tries. And even if you don't, you won't put in the critical art. So like right here, I'm going to do it.
Almost. I did it! Except it wasn't quite enough, I think.
So that's basically what it is. It works way better on regular fireball characters. You know, Guile has that insane recovery, so.
Yeah, so I get the idea, though, and that's like, so essentially, if you're parrying or nullifying someone's fireballs, you can use that as an option, especially if you have meter. That's really cool. It's gonna be a little bit weird to incorporate, like, eventually I'll get that. That's like maybe a little whiles away, but I'm sure I could lab it at the very least.
I'm gonna try it a few more times.
Oh, this is the worst part.
It is. It is. Oh, you know it's a good way? Do crouch medium kick flicker to practice, and you'll get meter at the same time.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Other side.
Oop.
You're pretty good with this thing, huh?
Yes! Lots of practice. Okay.
Alright, so now we're just gonna go into it again.
Weak side.
That's your weak side?
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep practicing on this side then.
I can't get the super to come up.
In general, is it just harder for you to do a double fireball motion on that side?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like it's interesting because it doesn't feel natural, I guess, from this side. Like, this is always my worst execution side. I'm sweating! It's making me sweat! Gotta take my sweater off.
Right. For the sake of time, we'll just do it on this side. But anytime you want to practice something, just practice it on the left side.
Oop. Oh no. This is so hard for me! Oh no.
It's okay. It's good to practice because, you know, the critical art won't come out unless you get it right. So that's it. That was it.
Whew, I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating.
The next matchup we're gonna do is Laura.
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 You. I guess I. Ah! I'm gonna kill you. I don't have time.
That should do. I have all the time in the world.
Do I? Yeah! Alright. You said Laura?
Yes. Because Laura, she has some obviously punishing things that Ed has on her, that Ed has going from in the matchup, that I feel like when I watch other Ed players play versus Laura, they don't use enough.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why we're just gonna show the world what Ed can do versus this character.
Cool. Yeah, I think I already told you, but like one tournament I had to fight Idom, and I had no idea what was going on. He is so crazy. Crazy good.
Yeah. That guy is good.
I got my stuff mixed.
So, for starters, if you're just playing like a neutral game and she throws a fireball, you can always rising.
Always?
Always. So like basically like if she's like right here and she does a fireball, you can always rising. Like right here. Look at that.
Almost.
You can walk up a little bit. You can walk up a little bit when you see her do the fireball.
Okay. Oh! I didn't react to it, I just was thinking.
Yep, that's what we did. Yep. That's what you can do.
That's crazy.
Once you get the knockdown in this matchup, you know, Laura, she doesn't have any wake up options, so you can just basically do your standard. I mean, she has wake up options versus like fireballs like this. So sometimes you want to be worried about what you use to keep her, you know, on defense when you knock her down. But when she doesn't have meter, you can just go for your like the spark, a couple of wake ups, or yeah. So the real only thing you have to worry about is that. So anytime she cancels a normal into the dash, that's literally the only thing you have to worry about in this matchup.
Okay.
Other than that, I think the neutral footsies game is kind of evenish. But Ed, he can definitely compete with her on the ground with normals.
Yep.
Also, if she's charging this, you can.
Yep.
You see how she did rising, right? You literally just wait until she finished charging. You can wait and see when she throws it out and then do rising.
Okay. Almost. A little too soon.
Exactly. Just wait until she throws it out.
Almost. That was a little too late, I think. Too close. Too far.
Yep, that was good. I'm basically just mixing it up between the charge one and the regular one. Just to make sure you're reacting to it. Yeah, don't be afraid to walk up before you do the rising.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. That was scary.
I think another thing you can do is charge Psycho Knuckle when you see her charging this. Or reaction. Yeah, exactly.
So, Psycho Rising, probably the better option for the knockdown, maybe?
It's better if you're a closer range.
Closer, okay.
Yeah. I think one thing you can do now in this matchup also is if she's at this range and she wants to cross you up, you can use down B skill. Yeah, like so. Yeah. I'm gonna get a little close to you so I can try to cross you up, and then just use down B skill. Okay, so it works better versus cross ups, but it's still not quite there.
That was all
right,
yeah.
You see right there?
Yep.
It was gonna cross you up right there. You just have to be a little bit early with it.
Ooh, yep.
No, that was too close.
There we go.
Right there.
Yep.
Yep.
Late.
Yeah. So you can use down V skill better to counter her jumps. Also, standing medium kick is really good in this matchup. That's standing medium kick. Yep, that's really good in this matchup. You can use your low medium kick to counter that. Crouching medium kick. Whip punish. And that one is actually kind of hard. I think you can use crouching medium punch instead. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Because it's fast. It's 6 frames, and I think you can combo into uppercut right there. So we're just gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll test it out. Okay.
Before it wasn't possible ever, so I just want to see if it's possible now.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, we did the lightning versus through the fireball, down B skill, and now we're just gonna do.
Yep.
It works.
Nice.
It works.
You had to like kind of walk in and out of just that range. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah, because dude, that was a whiff punch right there. I think the better thing to use will probably be it's the mint. It's the mint. Probably be standing hard punch.
Be what?
Standing hard punch to counter this.
Really?
Yeah, because.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a long range. Yeah, that was a whip punish. Other than that, the best thing to just be doing in this matchup anyway is just trying to use your fireballs. To try to make her jump and stuff like that, because obviously she wants to get in, but once she starts jumping to get in, then she just loses damage for no reason. I mean, yeah, she does get V trigger, but I feel like now it's better for Ed to deal with her V trigger anyway, so it's not really a winning strategy for her.
Right.
She wants to win the matchup solidly, but she has to, because if she starts losing damage, then this is bad for her. I feel like once Ed gets V trigger 2 in the matchup for her, it's really bad for her. So she wants to keep as much damage as possible, but she's gonna try to play you on the ground to try to play honestly. She might try to sneak a couple of jumps here and there just to test to see if you're like on your game in terms of anti-airing. But other than that, you really just want to use fireballs to try to keep her at bay on the ground, to try to see where she's at, where the Laura player is at in terms of her willingness to stay and fight on the ground. And just don't get crush counted by that. But you can whip things out with crouching medium punch easily. Exactly. So you can see her do that. You literally just crouching medium punch. Exactly.
Late. Late?
Try to hit her actual foot when she sticks it out.
Okay.
Oh
no!
That's not good. That's not good.
Oh no!
Try to see EX Psycho Upper.
Try to what?
Try to do EX Psycho Upper.
To whiff punish that?
Yes. Do crouching medium punch into EX Psycho Upper.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oop.
Oh, see, it works depending on the range.
Yeah.
It works, but if you're far, like you're trying to hit the foot, it might not work.
Oh.
You have to be close.
Yeah.
All right. So what I saw that you did one time was when I whiffed it, you actually walked in and whiff punish.
Mhm.
You basically hit her recovery from the standing roundhouse, so that will always work if you do it that way. Yeah, that will always work.
It was like the tiniest walk, but it's like. Oh.
Other than that, she's just gonna try to whip punish you with this and this, and that's the matchup. Basically, just keep on the ground with fireballs, stop her from jumping, and then when you get V trigger, when she uses V trigger, hopefully you have V trigger still. And yeah, you're in there. So that's the matchup for Laura.
Cool.
So you want to just get rid of this broad.
She's still kind of. I feel like I get mixed by Laura because I just let her get away with stuff. And I guess I could say that about every character, but her specifically, you know, I feel like she's like out there being wild, like just throwing fireballs and command dashing and just doing all kinds of stuff. But if I take it back to neutral and think about like just whiff punishing and like sticking to the basic game plan, it makes it a lot less daunting.
Yes, I got you.
So
it all comes down to knowing what to do in the first place, or trying to figure out what your weaknesses are in the matchup, and just finding a strategy to counter against it. And a lot of players don't really have that sense when it comes to fighting games. They mostly have like the attacking part down. They don't have the strategic part. So, yeah, that's kind of a problem when it comes to. I'm going to play Akuma.
I think the interesting thing about the defensive part too is like ever since we started training, people will like come into the stream and like watch me play, and they are like, "You have blocked for so long. How is it that you are so patient?" And I'm like, I am very patient because I watch Dieminion play, and he tells me to take my time, as in like wait for the perfect like opportunity to like start your offense back up. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
They've definitely noticed that. They definitely noticed all the things like start to come in, like piecing together. It's awesome.
Okay, so this character, which in my opinion was one of Ed's worst matchups in season 3. He has some things that he can use in this matchup if you learn the matchup. Basically, if the part about this matchup is when Akuma jumps. You don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know if he's gonna. I mean, he rarely does that, but you don't know if he's going to do a regular jump in. Yeah. You don't know if he's going to do a fireball.
Yep.
You don't know if he's doing this.
Yep.
Like until he's in the air, you don't know if it's a jump or a demon flip. So one thing I found is that down V skill is basically the counter to Akuma jumping at you. Because if he jumps at you, you grab him, and if he does a fireball. Oh, that wasn't a fireball, but I'll do it again. Exactly.
That goes so high too. I mean, like I wasn't confident that it was like gonna get you, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little. There we go.
You can wait a little bit more. You can wait a little bit more until he's like descending. So like, there's a timing from when he's gonna do a regular jump. Exactly. Like, wait right there. That was perfect. That was perfect. Mm-hmm. And even if he does V trigger and double fireballs, we'll grab him out.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I geeked out for no
good.
reason. That's just like, I mean, double fireball is like so scary, you know? And
And yeah, Ed is actually one of the characters that can deal with the family. He doesn't have to waste meter doing it. And he builds V meter with the V skill. And a Homa just can't do that at all.
Yep.
If you know, that's the counter. So that's really good versus the Homa. The other thing I wanted to do was alright, so now against him, the fireball into critical arc thing is really, really good. So if you want to get meter, actually I just you can do crouch medium kick and stuff. Alright. So now spark to nullify the fireball and then just do another fireball with punch. You're basically doing fireball with medium punch and then just fireball medium punch.
Okay.
You can kind of slow it down, so you can do it a little slow.
It's just so scary.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Wow! Yay!
That was it.
What?
I could not block.
That was so cool.
So,
now, like, seeing it in action, it's something that like I talk to you about it and kind of something I've reflected on. But Ed doesn't have like a whole lot of execution. Like, it doesn't require too much. But there's things like this that just require like a lot of practice to kind of get it into the muscle memory. Because I've never really tried things like this before. You know what I mean? I knew it was possible, but I wasn't sure like when to apply it.
Got you. He has a few tricks like that are matchup specific or just stuff that you have to really dig deep into the character to know. Yeah, he's a little bit more than just like your basic execution character. There was something else in this matchup that I wanted to I forgot what it was. I think it was something with the red fireball. Okay,
yeah. I definitely have a lot of trouble with that too. Because it'd be like regular fireball and then red fireball. Like they do that kind of stuff a lot.
Yeah. For the for this fireball in particular, you just neutral jump. If you see him do that one, the 3-1, you just neutral jump because he can't move until you land. So you're actually at a slight advantage. You don't want to jump forward because you don't know if it's a fireball or one fireball. You don't know if it's a regular fireball. You don't know if it's a one fireball. But you can tell the difference between the double and the triple. Between
the speed.
You can tell if it's a 2 or a 3 more than you can tell if it's this or this. Because those come out. So you really don't want to try to guess jump his fireballs. And try to like attack him that way unless unless you think you have a read. You don't really want to like play the matchup like that.
Okay.
But when he does the triple, you just neutral jump. And you can walk slightly you can walk slightly, but once he starts doing like the regular fireball, that's when you can start nullifying them with your spark. Yeah, you can start nullifying them with the spark. This matchup is hard because if the Homa player knows that you're not gonna jump at him, you can kind of just do this all day. But the thing about this matchup is that the fireballs, they disappear right there. The light fireball disappears right there. So, but he's not attacking you. He can't attack you from this range, even though you can attack him. So you can kind of use that to your advantage, basically. So like, if you're at this range and he's doing a fierce fireball, which is good for him to keep you out, you want to be right outside of that range. So you right there, right where it disappears, and then that's where you want to try to strategize your strategy. So like, I think if you hold V skill, that's really good right there.
So like, as soon as I see him,
not really as soon as you see him, but like to try to guess when if he's gonna throw a fireball, because you'll snatch his hands. Yeah, exactly. So basically, this matchup is literally about finding a way in and just mauling him. That's what the matchup is.
Yeah, because like his health is so low that, you know, once Ed can kind of start getting in there and being the aggressor, it's just that I've had trouble just approaching Akuma at all. And like when Akuma players are on top of me, that's also a problem. I don't know, like, I kind of know when to take my turn against Akuma, but I'm always like, I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure, you know, when he's like doing his thing. When he's not just zoning, when like Akuma is like up in your face or has you in the corner, like it gets a little crazy there. Okay.
It's if you have a lead, it's easier to keep him from getting in than it is you trying to get in on him. So if you happen to get a lead in the matchup, it's easier for you to play the matchup because you'll get a lot more damage trying to keep him from getting in. So he might kill himself that way.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'll do another matchup. What matchup should I do now? Not something too crazy. I think for Ed, the characters with like standard fireballs are his worst matchups. Like I think Ryu's pretty hard. I think Ken is pretty hard.
Gives me a ton of trouble. Ken gives me a ton of trouble. Like Ken is just interesting because most Ken players tend to be a little bit on the nutty side. So like if they're just dashing up and doing stuff, I usually fish for a counter hit with like crouching medium punch or just put some buttons out there. But their fireball is very annoying.
Yeah.
So
the fireball part is very, very annoying.
It's just like,
I'm gonna play Ibuki.
Oh, I just ran some sets with Toffee, Ibuki player, yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no, she's good. She's good.
We ran 2 first to 5s, and it was pretty good sets. The first set was 3-5 her, and then the second set was 4-5 her. So we had a really, really good set.
Nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear that you're playing sets with other players. So in this matchup, which is another pain, but there's some stuff that if you know as Ed, it makes it a little bit easier. So like, damn, this character's fast.
I know, that's another thing. So sometimes like Ibuki just walks up on me, and I'm just.
So this part of the matchup is hard to deal with a little bit. The V skill. But you can rising it once you see her charging.
Can I walk up?
Yeah, you want to be a little bit closer.
Oh shit! It reaches so far though.
It does.
All right.
You can also whiff punish it with standing hard punch. All the time. You just have to wait until it whiffs.
Okay.
So. Yep.
It goes so far though.
Yeah. The best way to do it is you wanna be right outside of the range. So you wanna be blocking, and if it hits, then you'll block it. But if it doesn't, when you press standing hard punch, your standing hard punch will come out. So it's basically like a defensive option select. For those that don't know what an option select is, it's basically you do something that's gonna work regardless of if the opponent hits you or not. So if you block this, you're gonna block it anyway. And if you don't,
oh yeah,
standing
there.
hard punch.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah, so that's what an option select is. So yeah, so standing hard punch is always good. It's very, very, very good in this matchup because of that in particular. Standing hard kick, you basically never want to use that in this matchup. At standing hard kick because Ibuki can punish from like any range. Yeah, she can punish like any range. Oops.
Oh Jesus.
Like yeah, that was kind of far, right?
Yeah.
So, other than that, on the ground, they're basically literally just either doing this, but they can't do for long because they have to recharge. This, which is the annoying part, but I already told you how to deal with it. The other part is if they're spamming that, you can literally just like try to make a read on the jump and just try to hit her out of it. Because that's like the only way they're really trying to attack her on the ground. So yeah, you can just jump into it. If you think I think you can jump it on reaction actually. Once you start seeing her charge up.
Oops.
That is hard to deal with, but I think you can just EX like her.
I could wait probably longer.
Yeah.
It sucks because I don't want to get hit by the kunai.
You can V-reversal that, I believe, and be safe also.
V-reversal EX kunai?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you another V meter, and then I'm gonna EX kunai.
Oh. Oh, you probably need meter.
Oh, I don't have meter, I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass. Alright, so for some reason, I just do that.
Oh, Capcom, please. Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, I think I cannot punish you, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to punish your recovery. Yeah, I couldn't punish. I was out of range. Maybe sweet, not sure. We'll try it again next round. Actually, we'll try it right now. In the corner, it's a little bit tricky in the corner. To be honest, I would honestly say just blank the EX kunai and just take the mix up. But if you have like no life, then you probably want to just V-reversal or EX uppercut.
Okay.
But to be honest, like when they use their EX for kunai to try to get in, then it's not a bad idea to block the EX kunai and just take whatever she's gonna do.
Yep.
If she does EX kunai and then does like a jab or standing medium punch, then I tell people this all the time about Ibuki, but unless she's making a hard read on offense, you can always backdash all of her strings.
Okay. I noticed that when I was playing Toffee, like she would kind of like be up in my face with Ibuki doing just block strings and stuff, so I would just backdash away just to get out of the pressure.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to jump because I just don't want to jump against Ibuki. I don't want to like neutral jump. I don't want to like walk for. I don't want to keep blocking either. So my only choice was to just backdash.
So like yeah, so it's not a bad option when she's on defense because like a lot of times when I watch people play against Ibuki and she's just doing stuff like this, like they're literally just sitting there blocking. And I'm like, can you backdash? Like,
I won't disappoint you if I fight Ibuki again.
Like if she does that, Like if she does that and you backdash, you're out. You look, you're out. I'm not in range to hit you with anything. So like even that, you're out.
Cool.
So yeah, so like if she does, I'm gonna do EX when I just block.
Cool.
Yeah, you literally wait until she does her next move after the EX and just backdash.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to like sit there for like 2 of them or 3 of them. So I'm just gonna try it again. Oh damn! It didn't hit. The explosion didn't hit.
She walks so fast though. Like I feel like I backdash only to get away for like a short amount of time.
Yeah, her movement speed is kind of ridiculous. Like this is my first time.
Look at her.
Realizing. How do you lose with this character?
Yeah, like I don't like she walks up like I could be all the way over here and all of a sudden she's just like up on me. So
yeah, she definitely has a slight advantage on the ground because of her warp speed. But you can use that to your advantage when it comes to like playing defensively and just countering her tools. So let me try the EX I think one more time. I messed up. My bad.
What happened?
Let me get the meter again.
She recovers so fast too. She's like, all right.
I'm gonna do it again. Oh, you know, yo, the explosion keeps not hitting you.
Huh? Do I need to be farther away? You think?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay. Let's switch up the distance. So like here.
Yeah, that's good. Oh my goodness. Can you beat me up, please? Can you beat me up, please?
Oh my god.
Just end my life. Just end my life right now.
In the world of when 2 Ed players try to learn some things. Alright.
So here we go. Take 5.
Okay, that was it. I saw it.
Really back that after that.
Yeah. So like.
Or after that.
So like essentially they EX kunai, you watch what they do for maybe 1 hit, and then you backdash.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
She has to make like a hard read and know that you're gonna backdash in order to like really punish you for backdash. I'm gonna do it again.
I couldn't I tried to backdash.
I heard it. I heard it actually. I heard you try to backdash. I heard it. But no, that's good that you had the right idea though. You definitely had the idea to the mind to backdash when I did that. So we're gonna try it again. All right.
I tried to backdash.
I think you didn't wait until I did the move.
Oh no! I wasted all your precious meter.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
So that's the strategy in that matchup. I would just say, anybody, that's not just an Ed thing, but it's good for Ed because since he has a slow back walk speed, it's just good to know what your defensive options are without wasting any resources.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting because when I was fighting against Toffee, she would be doing EX kunai stuff like that, and I would try to backdash after blocking the EX kunai, not trying to backdash after the thing that came after, and I was getting messed up by that. So now I know what I was doing wrong, and I can kind of make adjustments for that in that matchup.
Nice.
But is there any last character you want to go over before we've kind of gone for a little bit over an hour? which is fine. Like, you know, just
Let's see one more character.
the final boss.
Yes, the last matchup, and I think is gonna be. I'm actually trying to do the tricky ones because I think that the easy ones are pretty straightforward. Not the easy matchups because Ed doesn't have any easy matchups. Not saying that at all, but the easier matchups to understand are the ones that they don't need, you know, any real deeply, you know, analysis. So
yeah. Oh my god, how could you?
This is actually a pretty tough matchup for Ed too, I'm not gonna lie.
It is so sloppy and annoying every time I play any level of Rashid player. I mean, I remember, like, I played against a guy who didn't play Street Fighter V. He was like, I think he said he was an Injustice player, but he entered Street Fighter V because he, like, casually plays it. He picked Rashid, and I was like, even though this guy doesn't play the game, I have no idea what this character does.
Alright, so, I actually have to get meter.
Alright.
And you have to get meter actually too. But I'm in the process. I'm getting the meter for you too. So. I guess you can. Yeah.
Ah! What?
all right. So now, when Rashid does crouching hard punch in the corner into that, you can always EX uppercut in between. You don't have exactly. You don't have to take the pressure.
Cool.
But I think if he does a certain string, you can't EX uppercut, but you can jump. So I think the string is I think that's the string. So let me see. We're gonna do it one more time. Try to EX uppercut the tornado.
Okay.
Oops.
Bad. No! Okay.
Alright.
EX uppercut that tornado? Okay.
Yes. Okay. It works, but I think there's a string that he has that it won't work against. But I'm not a Rashid player, so I wouldn't know offhand. I know it when I see Rashid players do it, but I don't know the actual string to do.
I'm gonna have to watch maybe a little bit.
He can punish this now.
Oh.
With crouching medium punch into uppercut. Yep.
Wow.
He couldn't do that before. He could not punish that before. Even from like range. Look how far that was.
Well, not that far.
Well, that's kind of state, but from like right, he couldn't do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so when people say that Ed is not a better character now, like I don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
But he can clearly punish things that he could not ever punish since he came out. So.
And I think people are under the impression that all Ed players are brainless EX psycho upperers. You know, like with the same.
That's like a general consensus for people that watch Ed players or people that watch Street Fighter.
Yep. And, but I think it's like, once you start to get into the little bits and pieces of, like, taking Ed to the next level, like you've shown me over the last couple weeks, he can be a very dangerous pressure like pressuring character. You know what I mean? Like there is some crazy pressure. People fall for, you know, obviously like he doesn't have like your how do I say it? He doesn't have your classic mix-ups, you know, but he has so many cool meaties. He has a lot of frame traps. He's got a lot of cool stuff, and his pressure is like very, very interesting. So I think he's definitely a better version of himself. But everybody still thinks he's like the weakest character in the game, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. He might seem like it, but
it always takes that one guy to come out of nowhere and just prove the masses wrong, you know?
His name is Dieminion.
Yeah. Ain't gonna happen soon, though. But that's why I am imparting the knowledge, so in hopes of, you know, the Ed Savior to come from the woodwork and put in some.
Anyway, so
but
that,
yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, you can go.
No, I was gonna say that kind of. I guess last couple weeks we've been going over like basic ed stuff, frame traps, you know, combos, execution. Today we finally kind of got into the matchups and how Ed approaches certain characters. And then I don't know. Next week's plan, Dieminion, is that we're gonna kind of train for a longer session on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is the plan. In preparation of you hopping on that flight, go to final round.
Yep.
We are going to have an extended session. We're basically gonna take it a little bit, turn it up a notch, take it a little bit more serious, and get you into the tournament mindset and the tournament mentality, and basically just put everything that we've learned together and just pack it into one, so that you can make your play style and the things you learn synonymous.
Awesome. Great. So to anybody watching, again, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys look forward to the last training session of EXO Academy for me, which is going to be next week. But I'll still be streaming, and obviously if you haven't subbed yet, you can become a patron and support the cause. So thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next and final EXO Academy session, which is next week. And yep, don't forget to tune in and support the EXO Academy on Twitter. Shout out to Persia for putting together this project in hopes of making female gamers great.
Awesome. Thank you.